So Isaac.
Yes, Brian?
I have a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
I have a favorite grape.
Me too.
And this one, it's from Spain. And it has, of course, it has the word men in it.
Oh, of course.
Not this is some sort of gay boy type of wine, but it's very good. All right, stay tuned and we'll get there. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Brian's Table. I'm Brian Singh.
And I'm Isaac Bignell from Say Cheese.
And today we are going to delve into one of my favorite varietals and regions of Spain.
There we have it.
Yes, I know. It's quite exciting. And before I even reveal the wine, I want to delve into how many people out there seen Sideways? Let us know in the comments, right? Sideways is a very interesting movie because after that movie, Merlot sales went down, and Pinot Noir sales went up.
Okay.
All right, and if you do go on YouTube, if you are on YouTube, and if you are watching this video, you are, I would encourage people to go and look for videos in terms of what are some of the substitutes for Pinot Noir, right? There's a few podcasts on this, really good to listen to. And they typically send you to things like Nebbiolo. And they would also stay close to France.
Okay.
But one that always crops up is from the Bierzo region.
Bierzo.
And it is Mencia.
Mencia.
I know. Yes. M-E-N-C-I-A. Right? And what we have today, we have from Vinos de Finca, we have the Losada Bierzo. And it is a DO, so therefore it has classification. And this is, so Bierzo, it is in northwest Spain. It's within the Galicia region. So what does that tell you in terms of Spanish geography?
Northwest?
Close to the Atlantic.
Yeah.
It's a little cooler. And for red wine in a cool climate, you're gonna get a lighter style, good acidity, and hopefully some well-tailored and slightly restrained fruit.
Excellent.
Right? And this wine delivers on that. And as a substitute for Pinot Noir, and Pinots are getting up there in price.
Yes, definitely Burgundian.
Burgundian, really expensive. But I am gonna say and this one I picked up here in Calgary for about $20. Sure, it's not a big complex wine, but for the value that you get in Spain, out of Bierzo, I would encourage people to go and hunt down wines from this region. Just keep looking for Bierzo and Mencia, and if you like Pinot, this is a really good substitute for you, right?
Would you say that this is the new Côte de Beaune, Brian? This region?
It could be. No, how would that be in Spanish?
Hills of... Well, Beaune is just a town.
Yes.
So, what are hills?
Hills, that would be montañas, or no, they'd be, no, that's too high.
Yes, it is.
Right. One of the things that when you do go up to northern Spain, again, the food is a little richer, a little heavier. So what you find is the wines there tend to carry a little bit more acid.
It just makes sense.
It makes sense.
The more you go up in the Alps, the more cheese they eat.
And the more wine they drink.
Yes, they sure do.
But I love this wine. There's a number of really good producers in the area. I just flag a few here and there. And but I would encourage you to keep looking for this and really do a little bit of research and see what it pairs with. But we're gonna do some of that for you here. And so let's start and give this beauty a sniff.
Let's roll.
Let's get the nose on this guy.
Oh yeah, it does smell like a Pinot. Okay.
It does smell like it does. It's got a little bit of funkiness.
It does. It's soft in the same way a Pinot is.
Yeah, but it does have a little bit more of those more rustic notes.
Oh, there's alcohol on it.
There's alcohol.
You can
right. This one 14.5% alcohol. So the typical test for alcohol is if you start to feel it up, and you, feel like heat in your nostrils.
Oh yeah.
Right? But get a lot of stewed fruit in here. There's the more rustic elements, a little leather in there. Little sherry notes. Got that.
It checks out if there is. Yeah.
And a little bit of sausage.
Wow, I'm just going.
Look, I could keep going, but I want to emphasize $20 bottle of wine, right? So we're not in Rioja, we're not in Burgundy, we are in Bierzo, and this is a wine that does not have brand name recognition in North America, but as you can see, just on the sniff,
There's
we
lots.
can keep going.
Yeah.
Let's give it a taste, Isaac.
You know, it's really good. I wouldn't say it's as elegant as a Burgundy though.
No, it isn't.
But it's, for the price point, we can't be upset.
No, it can't. But it is a little chewier than a Burgundy. So this is telling you that there's tannins in this wine.
Yes.
And this could age for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, like a couple years. You could get 2-3 years off of that easily. For $20 and getting something that could age that well, no complaints here.
Fair point there.
All right.
Oh. Got a little bit of earth just on the tip of the tongue. Ooh.
Get
Okay.
the alcohol is prevalent.
Yeah, it's
Right. It's a hair on the alcohol, heavy on the alcohol side, but
does cellaring help take that off?
it will again as wine ages, it does drop in alcohol content.
Oh, there you go.
Because again, alcohol is one of the key components that helps wine age.
Ah, okay.
All right, and this has got tannin in it too, so that's also going to help wine age. So anytime you think of some pompous sommelier, they're saying, "Oh, it's age worthy and whatnot," we're just looking for the markers that are going to tell us that it has some ability to age with the tannins, with the alcohol. We're also looking at the fruit, and there are clues in there. Most of the times, if you train your palate, you will get to that point as well, right? And that's the only thing about it. But I like it. It also tells me this is a wine made for food.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because if you notice, it leaves that hollow mid palate, just saying, all right, there's good acid, a lot of acid.
Oh yeah, it's still working our way. Yeah.
Yep, I'm still salivating. It's tasty. Which kind of leads me to think this may be a wine we should be drinking on citrus.
Okay.
Check out the guys on the beach.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, Isaac, I jumped way ahead on you.
Yeah, it's like,
right? But this you can see this. This is a wine that will go with almost any tapas you throw it in. It's light enough to actually go with a rich seafood dish as well.
Would you serve it slightly chilled?
I would too. Yeah, like room temperature. You have to keep in mind when they say wine at room temperature, 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. My thermostat, if it's flashing on and off and it's right behind us, is set at 20 degrees Celsius. So that means that this wine could do with a little bit of chilling, right? And the chilling will tame the alcohol effect. So there's another tip for you. If you find the wine seemingly hot,
quite literally chill it.
Chill it.
Yeah.
And if you're in Canada and it's winter, stick it outside.
Oh, it's grand. or other places.
Other places, all right? So, Isaac, what are we going to pair with this today?
We are just going to do a classic of Spain. We have some Manchego and some Serrano ham.
Right.
And I think that's all we have to say.
All right, so we've covered Manchego quite a bit. And the reason why we like to cover Manchego, it is a very good stock cheese that really tests the quality of wine.
Yes, and we drink a lot of Spanish wines here.
Yeah, we do, and especially, look, we don't necessarily want to break the bank on if we're going to have wine, and on top of that, most of us are drinking less wine now. So when you do get a bottle, you really do want to get a good bottle.
Oh yeah.
Right, and this qualifies as a very good bottle. I would say that give it a couple hours extra. The fruit will really start to come out of it.
Okay.
And this one, it's the weight of it and the flavors on it. This is a good wine to drink on its own too. right? You can't go wrong with that. But one of the things we really want to emphasize is this is a DO, fairly standard table wine in Spain. Let's just have it with the food which is readily available in the supermarkets in Spain.
Yeah.
And also in supermarkets here in North America.
Yeah, there's always Manchego on the shelf. And if not Serrano, you can get prosciutto.
So Isaac, tell us a little bit about the Manchego cheese.
Manchego is a sheep milk cheese from the Manchega sheep. It's a staple of Spain and it has been for a long time. It will be for a long time. It's very typical of the sheep world. Everyone's tried it, even if you don't know you have. And it starts at legally being released at 60 days old, called fresco. And then it can get up to a reserva, which is over a year, and anything over 2 years is a añejo. And I've heard of Manchegos up to like 5 years, which are harder to find, of course, but worth the effort to procure. So
yeah. So for tequila fans,
there
you can have a añejo squared. You can have I wonder how that would go.
I think it'd be a fun night regardless of how well it went. It's cheese and tequila.
Stay tuned for the tequila and cheese pairing. All right. And and we also have a Serrano ham, and Serrano is part of the whole ham-on group. This one is going to be on the younger side. This may be about 9 to 12 months.
18 months.
18 months on that one?
I think what Cohen carries, yeah.
Okay, so that's an 18-month one. It's lovely.
Yeah.
But you get onto the Iberico hams. You're going to get 2 years, 24 months.
Yep.
And if you get like a Pata Negra, and this is a little thing, and we'll show you a little example of it. When they call, what makes the Pata Negra specifically Pata Negra?
The black feet?
Yes, and you can see it on the leg of ham.
Yeah.
And it's right there. So anytime you want to check the quality of your ham on at your butcher shop or at your delicatessen, and you're buying the Spanish ones, look at the hoof.
Now, Brian, not to bring this up, but I don't think we should be encouraging people who shop at a delicatessen to buy ham. But that's up to you.
Yeah, but there are better places to get that.
Yeah, there is.
But really, go and find that exotic place that has good cheese and good meat.
Yeah.
And really, at some point, give that a try.
Oh, yeah.
And the one thing in the tradition in Spain is families would get a whole leg of ham and they would keep it in there on the counter. And they'd have the knife and they'd have it all attached and every day, but it's a big thing at Christmas.
Yeah.
So, families would treat themselves to a leg of ham on, right?
As they should.
As they should. So we're getting the starter pack here. So most of the times if you're gonna get something like an 18-month, you'd be looking at a leg, I'm gonna guess, like a full-on, if you're going up to 4 years, you're gonna be spending about $1,800 to $2,000 for that. But for the 24-month, you may be able to get it for about $800. But the 18-month, maybe a whole leg, fancy stuff or standard stuff, maybe in the ballpark of about $200-300.
They sell them at Costco during Christmas here.
Yeah.
So.
And if you got a nice little way to shave it off, good to go. And actually, Costco, you can get the 2-year Iberico ham.
Wild.
I did that for my 50th party. It was fabulous. All night, we just sliced it. I know, it was decadent, right?
As it should be.
It should be.
It's a half a century party.
Thank you. I didn't hold back on that one. All right, so let's taste this cheese with the wine. I just had some earlier, and I'm going to tell you it's great. All right.
Oh.
See how it totally wakes up the wine?
It does. The wine was, I wouldn't describe it, it was delicious, but it wasn't round, and now it's completely round with the pairing. Well,
as I did say, food-friendly wine.
Totally.
This wine is specifically meant to go with Spanish food. All right.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's luscious. It still has me salivating now, and it's now 30 seconds at least past the time when I had that piece of cheese with the wine. But you can see why I really wanted to delve into this, because I do think that this is just such a fantastic grape that could carry this. Let's see how it goes with the Serrano ham now. All right. Thank you, Cohen.
Yes.
Serrano ham.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Oh. It brings out all the dry air in it. Wow.
Yes.
Delightful.
It's almost as if you're in a chamber of Serrano ham.
Yeah, you can get the life of it, really.
Yes. And the funny thing, you get the aroma. It's almost like the aroma is on your palate.
It is, yeah.
It is, right? But then the flavor of the saltiness and the porkiness inhabits the back palate. And it's just like, I'm not letting go.
Yeah.
It really is like it's like said, I'm going to hang out in the back of your throat and make you happy. All right, what's that?
I was gonna say it's with the tannins. It's mixing with the tannins. I think for its staying power like that, because it's totally true to keep it.
It's fantastic. Okay,
We have to try it all together.
So we're going to do it all together. So we're going to wrap a little bit of Serrano ham around a piece of Manchego, and so should you. You know, like when you're at the charcuterie board, mix it up. Delicious together.
Oh, so beautiful. What comes through the most is the Manchego, and not in a bad way. It's just kind of like a guiding light for the Manchego in the palate.
It is.
Whoa.
The funny thing about this is, the porkiness is tamed.
A lot, yeah.
A lot, but then the elements of the ham that you pick up at the front of your palate, like the saltiness, a little bit of the tartness, they come through, but they round out all the flavors, and there's not a harsh flavor in my mouth.
No, it's velvet.
It's velvety.
Like the pork fat, it is velvet.
Right. So Isaac, when we had the Manchego on its own, it tasted, they made the wine luscious, and the cheese was present. When we had the ham and the wine alone, the ham was very present.
It was.
And then when we had all three together,
harmony.
Bliss.
Yes.
But you know, I think this also speaks volumes about when you get a wine and you think, it's okay, and you actually have it with the right pairing and in the right context in which this wine was made to enjoy.
Absolutely.
The wine becomes magic, right? And we hope that you get to experience that too. So in terms of this wine, where do you think you are? Or what movie, or what would be your description of this guy?
On its own, it's, I think you're watching a good classic, not an epic per se, but you're kind of in the front row. It's a little not great. It's still a great, Star Wars, let's say. You're watching New Hope, but you're in the center, or you're in the front row, and it's a little hard on the neck.
Right.
Have the Manchego, you're right in the back. It's getting better, but when you have all three, you're right in the center, and it's perfect. Darth Vader is attacking Obi-Wan, spoiler alert, and it's all good.
So again, it's sort of like the middle bowl of porridge.
Exactly, it's Goldilocks.
It's Goldilocks. This is a Goldilocks wine. Yeah. I'd say that. For me, this does remind me of Spain.
When we first tried it, it was too hot, just with the alcohol level.
It was.
Exactly, it is Goldilocks.
Like, even on its own, it's still hot.
Yep.
But when you have it with the food, it's not.
Yeah.
So what is sometimes too hot but just right when you enjoy it?
I
don't know. You know, it's sort of like a good coffee. Like,
I see. That's what
it's like
a lot of things.
No, I was not going back to Citrus and the guys on the beach. Okay. But I will say that if I were maybe on the Costa del Sol, this is something in southern Spain. Even though it's from northern Spain, the elements of this really do embody a lot of Spain.
Yes.
And because these things are so readily available throughout Spain, I just think I want to be on the beach overlooking.
Brian wants to go on a vacation. I think that's what we're getting from this.
But the thing, my point about it is the transformative nature of the wine with the food is evident.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So you know, it's sort of like the, you know, when I was younger, I was not aware of myself, and then as I matured, I got a nicely trimmed beard. You know, it needs all the accessories to exhibit its refinement.
There you have it. Yes, great way to put it.
Excellent. So, have you tried a Mencia from Bierzo? Let us know in the comments, and you know, I want to just thank you guys again for watching. We appreciate your support and your viewership, and we hope that if you like what you see, you either hit the like button and please subscribe. And we want you to keep going out there, sampling some good quality wines, tasting some food, enjoy the context, get together with friends, and going out there and tasting the world. Cheers, guys.